My name is Chen Lin, and I write a newsletter called What's Chen's Buying, What's Chen Selling, and chenpicks.com. So let's get started. We're trying to get on time for you for the lunch break. This is my disclaimer. You can read it at your pleasure. And this is just additional about me. I'm not particular a gold bug or silver bug. I'm looking for all sort of commodities. I also invest in people outside commodity like biotech. I got my good friend Jay Taylor into some of those. Actually, I talked to my friend at Crescat a few weeks ago in Vancouver. I'm very pleased to see if you watch a Crescat video about a week and a half ago on that Friday, they talk about biotech was, it's a good opportunity. So I invest in different sectors, and right now I'm taking profit from energy, right? Energy is doing well. So I'm looking at mining, looking at biotech, looking at all the different sort of sectors. And I was pounding the table when silver was $12. I'm probably one of the few newsletters pounding the table. And I'm quite conservative of silver. Okay, I'm not here to say, oh, silver go to the moon because I love silver. No, I'm very conservative. I think the silver demand in ETF, I don't treat it as real demand because people buy ETF, people sell ETF, okay? But I see potentially silver has so much room to run. We can even see 10 to 1 ratio. We'll see. Time will tell. Okay, a lot of people ask me about China. Just talk a little bit about, I'm Chinese, originally came from China more than 30 years ago. So the Shanghai lockdown is probably the worst in history. The people there complain so much, they hate so much, they hate the government so much, it's unspeakable. Okay, it's like in the prison for 2 months. You think about that, and people are starving. A lot of people has no food, very little food. And at the beginning of the March, the funds in China were selling everything because I knew them, I talked to them, they were so desperate. And you think about people don't know whether they have food next week, next day, so they just sell everything, they walk out. So that's actually started avalanche in the stock market, in Chinese stock particular. Okay, so right now, the lockdown is over. Shanghai cases is a few, like 5 or 6 now. So it's a reopening. People tell me when China, the zero COVID policy will be finished. I don't think it will be finished anytime soon. Probably not for this year because Xi is for his 3rd term. So he will push for that. It's his legacy, so he want to do that. And Chinese people get used to about that. You need to test every 2 to 3 days. If you don't test, your code will become yellow, so you cannot go anywhere, including public transportation. So it will be like this for the rest of the year. China's this massive stimulus is coming because the economy went down so much. And the solar, particular, wind and solar is a big stimulus area China wants to stimulate, right? You don't want to build empty apartment anymore because there are too many empty apartments. The solar capacity, set to increase. This is according to Rogers' report, They're going to add 75 to 90 gigawatts solar power this year, just this year, increase about 50% over last year. In the meantime, if you compare Biden's plan, Biden want to increase 7.5 gigawatts by the end of 2024. So basically, China's 1 year is 10 times more than 2 years plan of United States. I mean, I'm not sure Biden will reach his goal. I mean, I'm not sure that 7.5 gigawatts is reachable, actually. There's a question mark on that. So you see the solar industry, China is so much more important than United States, at least 20 times bigger. And then Europe also very important, if you notice. Europe is pushing very hard on solar. So if you look at the silver demand in solar, you really need to look at China and Europe, right? United States so little, tiny little bit over here. So, and I just want to comment a little bit. I put this diagram just this morning. You see the Bitcoin crash over the weekend. Okay, there is a report that United States going to regulate the Bitcoin. They're going to have a stable coin coming. If you went to my Metals Investment Forum last month, that's my prediction. I'll put the slide I had last month. I think United States has to respond to China's digital RMB with Americans stablecoin. They has to come, and then it come just in a few weeks, and then that caused the Bitcoin to crash over the weekend. If you watch. Ethereum also down the most is about 20% just in the past 48 hours. And then I will tell you all the other things are going down. This is the top right here. It's the computer memory. You know, it went down 70% in the past few months, and the container shipping rate is down a lot, but it's not before pandemic. It's coming down. Lumber is coming down. There's a lot of goods price that's coming down. There's overbuild, okay, in the past pandemic, and then the price are coming down. The really question is how much lower will satisfy Fed to say, okay, we will, you know, they will pretend, they say, oh, we reach our goal, the inflation coming down, we stop raising the rate. That's when the gold and all the other commodities will take off. So that's something we will need to watch for. So, okay, this is a Silver Institute report. I think you've seen that with Peter's presentation early this morning and all the others. So the prediction of the Silver Institute is silver demand for solar panel will increase by 12% this year, okay? And then the demand, silver demand for the solar panel is the largest of all the other industrial demand. 12%, remember 12%, China is increased by 50% solar panel, and then it's the largest solar market. I don't know what the 12% came from. I have a lot of question mark on that. Okay, China is going up, Europe is going up, and I'm going to show you this is another diagram from the Silver Institute report. They think the silver loading factor, which means how much silver used in each solar panel, it will continue to go down. I will tell you this is not right. So this is just published. I mean, I mentioned that last month, okay, in the Metals Investment Forum. I'm very pleased that my friend Gwen and Peter other newsletters start picking up the idea. So this, the silver loading factor, you look at the technical details, each solar panel, the silver loading factor is going to go up, and then going up dramatically. So this is just one technology that's coming up called TOPCon. This is in solar analytica. You can see that the more silver than the conventional, okay? So the before is 85 milligram, now to 130 to 150. So it's go up 50%. But this is the journal. Let's look at more detail, the Chinese report, which is more important because most of solar panel made in China. So this is the real production, okay, report came out from China. And then this is the current technology called the PPAC, right? They use about 80. You look at the market report, say 85, that's about close. They said the top count coming right now, China, they use about 100 to 120, okay? That's technology use, how much silver use per wafer, okay, but for solar panel. This is the next technology. It's supposed to be the next black swan. It's called the HJT. That will use 200, 220 milligram per wafer. So basically, we are looking at silver usage, silver loading factor per panel will go double or triple in the next few years. This is an article. Okay, you can find it on the internet. What is the most efficient solar panel? The people are all pushing for the solar panel because the real estate is limited. So the more solar panel, only about 10% of the cost of the whole solar farm, right? So the more efficient, the better, right? So the number one actually is the sun power. If you heard of them, they're using another technology called IBC. I'll show you IBC. IBC is about 3 times more expensive than the current solar panel, which is this PPAC technology, okay? And then they have the highest, okay? And the IBC is the highest, but you can see HJT is getting there, okay? IBC, HJT, and then there's a little bit TOPCon, where is it? So the P-type MOS. So there's a, this is the TOPCon is here. So most technology, this is the highest. Okay, this is potentially people in the solar industry right now are talking to those people. They worry about, I mean, not worry, they think this could be the black swan, so this one will really take off because this has the highest efficiency. Okay, and if that take off, the silver demand will increase by 2 to 3-fold per wattfold. So I'm talk a little bit about IBC. Okay, IBC is a completely different route. It's almost 3 times more expensive, but IBC goes through the same route. You see, they call the next generation called TPC, and then the next one is called HPC. It's similar to the TOPCon and HJT, which means the silver loading factor will double and triple on each generation. So even you say SunPower wins, okay, even eventually, I don't think so, but even remote possibility IBC wins, still going to go down the same route, more silver used per wafer. I can tell you why, exactly why, because they're putting multiple layers on the solar panel, so let the light reflect each other, bounce in between, but you have more layer, you need more silver, right? Very, very simple. So the point I'm trying to make is that we are coming to an inflection point. Solar panel is only 10% of cost of solar farm because you need the power transmission and you need power management, you need lithium battery or whatever other battery energy storage kind. And also there's a double-sided solar panel. Why double-sided solar panel can be economical? Because the reflect from the sun, from your roof, it doesn't matter, double-sided, but if you build it on a desert, if you build it on some other light colors, the reflection from the ground is 20 to 40%. That makes it economical because if double your solar panel cost 10%, you get 20 to 40% more, right? So that's also double the silver loading factor because you're a double-sided solar panel. So this is mostly right now, mostly in China, inside China, but China is the largest solar panel market, and Saudi Arabia started to use it. I'm pretty sure they will start to spread because this is easy to maintain. You can flip it around if there's a sandstorm in the desert or if it's snow, if other. So this is coming. So this is what I'm trying to say, that this solar is taking off. I mean, a lot of people are talking about that. The earlier presenters are talking about that. I'm not going to repeat that. So my point is, not only solar demand is going up, the solar loading factor per panel is also going up. So you have two things going up in the same time. What does it mean? What it means will be the solar panel. I'm not looking at other industrial, I'm just looking at one small sector, which is largest industrial usage of silver. Silver is going up. Okay, I think right now it's about a little bit over 100 million ounces, and the total silver is about 1 billion. We have either deficit, depending on people argue whether we're deficit or surplus, maybe around 30, 50 million each way, because people want to see whether it's ETF counted as a silver demand or not. I'm trying to be conservative. I don't count ETF demand as a silver demand. Even you don't, the solar panel demand can double or triple in the next few years. That will cause real shortage of silver. Okay, so this is a chart, a silver chart, and you see a lot of places. This is actually, I just got it from a Chinese report. It's telling about the net trader net long. Actually, right now is one of the lowest in the past few years. That's perfect, right? We want people to be bearish. We want the silver to be cheaper. I hope even silver go below $20, and then we can buy it on the cheap. And I see this probably will come, the squeeze coming potentially next 6 to 12 months. So we have some time, and then maybe there will be good opportunities for you, for the people, audience who come here, right? So US dollar, you can see that, but if you see US dollar is quite in the range bound, but in the Chinese report, if you look at the US dollar versus the Chinese versus US deficit, actually US dollar is way overvalued. okay? So the M2, we saw that today, and I just talked about all the other commodities and PGM. I like PGM because Russia and South Africa. South Africa, potentially they have a strike this year. They just finished the gold strike, last quite a few months, if you notice. And then where is the PGM? So that will be last time when South Africa became the bloody strike in platinum mines. I remember platinum went up $1,000. $1,000. That's quite a few years back. At the platinum's chart, I'm quite bullish on gold. I think the Russian central bank is buying unlimited gold. We know that. China, with all these foreign reserves, they're looking places to park, to hedge. And then China just launched digital money, right? So they likely need more gold in their storage to back those digital money. And then the US dollar-based transaction will be reduced. So let's see, this is actually the slide from my last presentation. Okay, so my conclusion 1 month ago, if you see that, is will force United States to launch digital US dollar, which just happened, I think happened yesterday, right? So that's caused the Bitcoin, all the other digital currency to crash. So it's going this direction, the digital. In Chinese, I just talk a little bit that because they have no transaction fee. The Chinese government eats the transaction fee. They found it cheaper to maintain a digital currency than print the money, than the cost of printing money. So this is the way China is going, and that will force the United States to go same route, which we just heard, right, in the past few days. And uranium. Uranium is very interesting. We just have a news last week that U.S. government is seeking funding to buy domestic mine uranium. Okay, we have a uranium company here, and the next key catalyst is, well, United States is not ready for that, but once they buy enough uranium, they will be potentially ban Russian uranium. That will be the biggest catalyst for uranium. So, yeah, this is some ideas, okay? Every time gold take off first. If you notice, gold take off first after financial crisis, after stock market crash. We're in the middle of stock market crash right now. So I believe the history will repeat itself. Gold will take off the first. Okay, you watch gold, and then that probably will be the leading indicator for the stock market. And I feel silver is particularly interesting at this junction, just above $20. I do not know silver will hold. Okay, but if it doesn't, it will be a great buying opportunity. Okay, but if it does, it will just take off from here because silver looks very particularly cheap. With silver-gold ratio, and then what I see, the huge demand of solar panel. You see, I saw that. I show you the Roger already report. China will grow 50%. The solar panel. I do not understand why Silver Institute gave an estimate of 12%, but China is the largest solar panel producer, right? Usage, right? So, and then you want to accumulate the high quality asset, high quality company. I hope some of those the presenter will be here. You would consider, and during the downturn, and prepare for the upswing. So when the gold take off, you've seen all these other newsletter writers' presentation. When gold take off, it's very hard to chase. Very hard to chase. So you want to accumulate, plan yours during a downturn. I feel this downturn compared with others, this will be shorter because everything is moving so fast, and so it will quickly bounce. And then one day the Fed will, say, oh, okay, we can't raise rates anymore, or for some other reason, or they give some excuse, oh, some inflation is coming down, leading inflation coming down, we're okay. That's when everything start take off. So for this downturn, investors need to think about the future. Think about how do you want to position yourself in the next upswing. So investors, right? So for me, my philosophy, I think, well, there's too much pump and dump in the junior market, so we're trying to make money the honest way. I try not to involve in those zero-sum games. I am more interested in value creation. Either you build a mine or find a world-class deposit, and something you can look back in 5, 10 years, feel like you made a good investment from the very beginning. And also, very important to reduce your risk, right? So it will be key to, when stock go up a lot, you sell some, okay, to reduce your risk. So you play with the house money. So again, go miner, silver miner, all the juniors, and it's a stock pickers market. So that's why you come to this meeting, and we come maybe to the Q&A and talk to those companies, and try to find the best company. Topic. This is additional. I have chenpix.com. It's my website. I'm partnered with my good friend Jay Taylor here. And I used to focus on junior exclusively. That's about 10 years ago. But later on, I moved on to bigger cap because my portfolio has been growing. I also mostly manage my family's asset. So I have different sectors, and I like to invest in different sectors because I can move money around from one sector to the other, because some sector may be depressed right now, like junior mining, and some sector like energy is booming, right? So I can move money from one sector to the other. Same thing for biotech. Biotech also very depressed. So I can, one of my biggest energy companies just got taken over in my newsletter. I think I mentioned a streetwide report last time. So those money coming in the next month, so I can put money in others, in the depressed junior miners. Okay, so here's the company. I proudly own all 4 companies. Okay, so, and I visited 2 of the 4, but hopefully in the future I will have opportunity to visit other companies. As a shareholder, I just put 1 line on each company, right? Guanajuato Silver, they consolidate the whole district, Guanajuato district, okay, in Mexico, and then I think they paid 20 million? 15 million for 200 million asset. Okay, I won't steal the bin. I will James and then the Drunken Energy is potentially the next gen. Okay, the high-grade uranium, they are run by the technical team of NextGen, which I happen to met, and it's very, very good team, and they have a huge package, and Labrador has a very big land package right next to Newfoundland. They have quite a few very good hits. Okay, they're getting there. Like last time I talked to Roger, he's getting close to the tail. So that's Labrador, and Honey Badger is a very new play. Okay, it's first time they come to the Metals Investment Forum. I have here Chad Williams. There is the 2 major holders are Eric Sprout and Chad Williams. They are the silver vehicle for those 2 gentlemen. So I will let Chad talk about that. Okay, so that's my presentation.